everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamlyn and this is Sewn on the Tyne, and I'm here today with another one of my top 5 videos. So if you go back and look at my previous videos, or if you go into my playlists, you will see I've done a few of these top 5 videos now, and I'm here today with a new one. Just before we get started, I'm going to tell you what I'm wearing. It is my Tilly and the Button Stevie dress made out of a crepe fabric from Fabric Godmother, which I got a while ago. It was an ex-designer fabric which isn't in stock anymore, but I absolutely love it. It's got leaves and dinosaurs and it's really comfy and I like it a lot. So my top 5 today is all about my reasons to sew. So my personal top 5 reasons to sew. They might be shared with some of you, or you might have your own reasons why you sew and what it brings to your life, but I thought I would just share today the 5 top reasons why I sew. Now when I first started dressmaking just over a year ago, so I started dressmaking in March 2018. I dabbled in it a little bit and then I really hit the ground running in July 2018. When I first started, I was under some kind of illusion that by sewing my own clothes I would be saving money. I very quickly realised that this was not the case. I'm not going to say if anything it costs me more money than it would to buy clothes, but a reason to sew for me is not to save money, because I haven't found that to be the case. I'm sure that you can if you were to sew in a particular way or sew extremely frugally, but for me it's not a way of saving money. But there are lots of other reasons why I sew, and let's get started with my top 5. So coming in at number 5. Sewing for me is a hobby. It gives me something to do with my time. It gives me a way of, you know, keeping busy. Obviously I work full time, I have lots of things that could fill my time, but this is something lovely that I know I've always got there. I can always get on with it. Keeps me busy, keeps me active. I am a teacher, so I do get school holidays where I do have additional time that I can use, and my husband works away quite a lot, so I do have quite a lot of time when I'm on my own at home. And I don't just want to sit and watch TV. Yes, I love reading, but I don't just want to sit and read books all the time. I like to do something with my time, and sewing is that perfect thing for me. Even if I do want to watch a film or watch some Netflix, I could do a bit of hand sewing a hem, or sewing on some buttons. So I've always got sewing there to fill my time with. So that is my reason number 5. Reason number 4. As you can see behind me, I have many shelves of fabric. Sewing for me enables me to fulfill my love of fabric buying. So all the beautiful fabrics, I love them. I love buying them. I love sewing with them. Sewing as a hobby enables me to fulfill that dream. Buy the beautiful fabrics. I want to at some point maybe design some fabric. We've got companies like Spoonflower now where you can design the fabric that you want to have. I'm not quite there yet, but I love fabric. It's wonderful. I love stroking it. I love wrapping it around me if you saw my last video. I love sewing with it and wearing it. Fabric. It's wonderful. That is my reason number 4. Getting into more of the serious, powerful reasons why I sew. Number 3 is all about body confidence. Body confidence is a huge thing, I think, for everybody. Often it's discussed as just a thing for women to worry about, but actually I think it's universal. Unfortunately, it's filtered down to children, which is a real shame, but body confidence is a huge deal. Sewing enables me to lose some of that concern, lose some of that worry, or manage it by dressing my body in clothes that fit me and make me feel good. It does help an awful lot with body confidence. It also means that you don't have that awful experience of going into high street changing rooms in their shops and having to try on things in those awful mirrors, those awful lights. Try things on, getting yourself all hot and bothered. A size 12 fitting you perfectly in this pair of jeans, but not even going near your thighs in this pair of jeans, or going from one shop and being a size 10 and going into another shop and picking up a size 10 and it not going anywhere near you. All of those things are really damaging to your mental state, and they don't make you feel good. By sewing your own clothes, you can eliminate all of that. You don't have to have that experience. You can look on the pattern envelope, and actually I think at first, the first few garments you sew, you might think a little bit about the measurements, but after a while that just, you don't even think about it. I don't care if on my pattern envelope one of my measurements puts me in a much bigger size than I'm used to being on the high street. I don't care, because I know that if I go with that size, or if I look at the finished garment measurements and find the size that I'm happy with, the amount of ease that's going to be in the garment, I know that's going to be comfortable, it's going to look an awful lot better, and it's going to make me feel good. Body confidence is a huge reason why I sew. And I'm just going to put a little shout out here to Laura, who is the Specky Seamstress. She's been quite open recently on her Instagram about how sewing has changed her mindset about her body, and she's gone from a year ago being a slave to calorie counting and dieting to now sewing swimwear and underwear and posting pictures of herself in these online because she feels so good in them, and that is amazing to see. I think it's wonderful. Well done, Laura. That's all on point number 3. I'm starting to waffle. Right, coming in at number 2 in the reasons why I sew is for the wonderful community, the friendships, the online and in real life networking and relationships that I've managed to build since starting my sewing journey, and hopefully that is only going to grow and grow. It really is wonderful. I have so many connections now with people on my YouTube channel, via the comments. I've actually bumped into a couple of people in real life who watch my YouTube, which is great. I've got an amazing community on Instagram that I feel part of and welcomed. I have people that I can go to for advice. I've got people that I can go to if I need to have a rant, or if I need to offload, if I need some reassurance. I've then gone to meetups and taken part in projects where I can build friendships. So I will put some little photos in here of some of the friendships that I have built through this amazing sewing community. But it's not all of them. Please don't feel left out if you're not there. I may not have met you yet. But it is a wonderful part of this whole sewing experience, is making those connections, whether online or in real life. It is a wonderful thing to be part of. If you're watching and you're thinking, you're talking about this, but I don't have these connections and I don't have these friendships, all I would say is reach out to people. I did talk in my last video about how I struggle a little bit with that at big meetups where there are lots of people. I kind of hold myself back a bit, but online it's a lot easier to reach out to people, and I've never had the experience of anyone being negative towards me if I have reached out to them to ask them for advice or support or anything like that. I've never had anybody turn around and say, oh, I don't have time for that. Most people, or everybody that I've come across in the sewing community, have been wonderful, wonderfully supportive, friendly, and it's fantastic. So my second top reason that I love sewing so much is the wonderful community and friendships that I have built from it. And just an extra special shout out to Sam and Keely, my wonderful Sewing Patterns and Prints ladies. We are in daily contact on WhatsApp, and they're two truly lovely friends that I have met and will hold on to for the rest of my life. They're not getting away from me now. Sorry, girls. And we've arrived at number 1. The best thing that I feel sewing brings to my life, and the reason why I love it so much, is that it allows me to be an individual. I can be creative, I can basically wear whatever I want, I can make pretty much whatever I want, and it's fantastic. I'm not going to look the same as anybody else, probably. I know that obviously if you shop on Sew Me Sunshine or First of Fabrics or Like So Amazing, Sewisfaction, all of these fabric shops, many of them stock the same fabrics. Many of us in the world, in the sewing community, will end up with the same fabrics some of us may even make the same garment out of that fabric. The chances of us being at an event, both wearing that same garment at the same time, is very, very slim. But if you go and buy a dress, a jumpsuit from a high street store, and then you go to a party, a nightclub, a wedding, there is a high chance that somebody may be wearing the same thing as you, because those things are so readily available. And if it's a trend piece or a piece that's been featured in magazines and online, such as this famous spotty dress from Zara, then people go out and buy it more. And so many people end up wearing the same thing. It's a bit strange and I don't like it. And I like to be individual and wear whatever I want. My style is so fluid, it changes all the time. One day I might want to look really casual and cool and urban. The next day I might want to look really smart and put together, and the next day I might want to look really glamorous and fancy. And I can do all of that because I can create whatever I want out of whatever fabric I want. I can tailor it to my body, to my needs, and it's wonderful. Basically, I feel that sewing allows me to be whoever I want to be, and if I dream of an outfit, I know that I can create it. I don't need to search for it. I don't need to walk the high street trying to find a pair of beige linen casual trousers with pockets, because I know that I can just make those. I don't need to search and search and search for the perfect floral print to match exactly with the shade of blue in my skirt, because I know that I can make it. So there you go. That is my number one reason to sew. I may have gone on a little bit there. All 5 are reasons why I sew. I probably have others. It does a lot for my mental health, for my relaxation, to help me feel calm, to help me unwind. I really should have talked about that in my top 5. Never mind. But anyway, I would love to hear the reasons why you sew in the comments box down below. Or you might be watching this and you might think, actually, I don't sew. I don't sew yet. You might be a friend or a family member of mine that thinks they might just watch my videos just because they feel obliged or because they like to see me on the screen. Please do let me know the reasons why you sew and why it is so important in your life. Right, before I go, I've got something very exciting to do. I need to announce the winner of my 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Since I announced that giveaway, since I crossed that 3,000 mark, I've actually now made my way to almost 3,400, which is awesome. So I'll have to get thinking about what my 4,000 subscriber giveaway could be. If you have any suggestions, hit me up, let me know. So what I've done is I have gone through the comments from the very first comment that was written to the very last comment that was written. Obviously only the people that suggested which fabric and which pattern they wanted to use. Some people just commented to say great video. They haven't been included in the giveaway, but everybody who met the criteria for the giveaway has been entered into a spreadsheet. So number 1 on the spreadsheet is the very first person that entered, down to I think 167 is the very last person that entered. I'm going to bring that up on my laptop in a moment. I'm going to go onto my phone and go onto Google and type in random number generator, and we're going to do this live, hopefully. Let's see if I can work this all out. Should have really got this up and running before I started filming. What I actually started to do with the comments is, at the start I was typing in the person's YouTube name, the fabric that they had chosen, and the pattern that they had wanted to pair with the fabric. And then I realised that was going to take ages. So the first few have all of that written, and then after that it's just their name, just their YouTube name. So I have got here all of the entries, and we go from number 1 down to, I'm just going to double check, 167. Okay, so we've got there all the way down to 167. And let's have a little look at my random number generator. So I'm just going to go into Google on my phone and type in random. Oh, I looked it up before just to check that it worked okay. So it's the first item on my search bar. Okay, so here we've got our random number generator. In here we type the minimum, so the first number. So our first number is 1, that's correct. In here is the max number, which is the highest number. So I'm going to change that to 167. So in there now we've got 1 and 167. At the moment it says 9 in there. That's just the number that came up when I first went onto the website. So let's do it. Let's do it actually live. Hopefully I'm still in focus now. So I'm going to click generate. Generate has taken me to number 4. Can you see that? Number 4 in the giveaway. Oh, number 4, random number generator. Right, let's now go to comment number 4. I don't think this is going to focus, but let's try. I'm going to have to scroll all the way up because I'm at 167 at the moment. Whoa, number 4. Number 4 is Maureen Geigler. Hopefully I'm not doing an awful job of pronouncing that. Now, Maureen said that she would like to make possibly a Tilly and the Buttons Bettine dress out of the Lady McElroy Elegant Dining fabric. So hopefully you will make that. So Maureen, if you could get in touch with me please by leaving a comment down below in the comments on this video with your email address, and I will email you to arrange you claiming your prize. So remember, you've got all that haberdashery, you've got the 2 meters of fabric that I will purchase for you from First of Fabrics, and you've got a PDF pattern from each of those top 5 pattern companies from my earlier video. Congratulations, Maureen. There will be more giveaways, so if you didn't win this time, try again next time, and hopefully you've been inspired maybe to make that garment that you had dreamed up anyway. Head over to First for Fabrics and buy some of that fabric, or head over to one of the pattern companies and purchase that pattern that you had in your mind for your garment. Thank you so much everybody that did enter. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching today's video. If you have liked it, please hit that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the notification bell if you want to hear when my next video is up. Thank you all for watching, hope you're all well, happy sewing, bye! So my number two